So we've already mentioned forms and the fact that we can make a quiz in that. We looked at that when we were putting it as an assignment into our Teams page. So here we're going to look at how we make that. So on your Launchpad, you can open up your Office 365 app. I'll give you all of your usual things that you've seen recently, and then down the left hand side, get all the different things that you can use. So forms normally towards the end of that list. You click on that and it will open up all the forms that you've created. Now when you want to make a new one, there's an option at the top and you can pick between whether you want to make a new form or a new quiz. Okay, but here it will just view them all side by side regardless. So looking at them, you can't tell the difference between which one's a form, which one's a quiz. If we want it to self-mark and give marks, then we need to click a quiz. So we're going to make a new quiz. We're going to call it just test, doesn't matter, call it whatever you want. You could do add and trig, they're all maths things, whatever, doesn't matter. And so you're going to click add new and it'll give you the choice of what kind of question you want to add. So if you select a multiple choice question, it'll default to giving you two options below and a space to type in whatever it is you want the question to be. Okay, so where it says question and it's highlighted, off to the right there's a wee picture as well. So if you've got some kind of picture to help supplement your question, you can click on that, you can upload a picture from something else, or you can simply just type in a question that you've got. So, what is 2 times 3? Okay, an easy enough question. And so what we're going to do then is we're going to change our options. So we might have them go for 6, or you might add them by mistake, you might get 5. Okay, so the advantage of doing this is that you can set a right answer. And there's a couple of options at the side. You click on the wee tick, it will make that the correct answer. And so when it's selected, it'll tell them that it's right. There's a wee speech bubble, so instead you might want to add in a comment if they select that choice. So they were to pick 5 here, you can add in some words and you can say you should have added the 2 numbers instead of multiplying. So you can use it to provide some kind of feedback so that they know what it is they've done wrong or what it is they want to go back and have a look at. Down the bottom there'll be an empty box for points. You can pick a number to put in there, but just now as it stands it will be all or nothing. In the options you can shuffle the options. So what that means is when the learners come to have a look, it won't always appear option 6 and then underneath option 5. It'll be random based on just whoever it is. If you're doing something mathsy, there's another option there to add in some maths. So if you've got an equation you want to add in or a formula, you can chuck that in. You untick the box. Normally it just is sitting there as a subtitle. What you can do is you can add in a branching option, and so based on an answer they give, it can take them to particular questions. Okay, so add another question, let's just to show that point. So here we're going to add in a wordsy question. So this one, all we're going to do is just add in a question, but here, rather than being a multiple choice, they get to decide what the answer is going to be. So here, now we've got a second question to look at. If they answer 6, if they answer the first question correctly, they can finish the form. If they answer 5, we're going to make them do the second question. Okay, now up where it says test, it's got 2 points of this wee kind of symbol here at the top. That is just showing us that our form now has got a branching point in it. So they're not all going to work through it the same way. Here we can add an answer if we want to. So okay, let's start the other way. Let's make the answer 10 and then we'll come up with a question to make it fit. So what is 7 plus 3, for example. Okay, so we've set the answer, okay, and if they answer 10, they'll get the point. If they answer something else, then they won't get the mark. Okay, we can change it to be a long answer. Okay, so if we don't think that wee box is enough space, we can give them a really big box. But now notice that we don't have the option to enter an answer. So as soon as we go to a long answer required, we can't have it pre-marked. We'll need to go back in later and decide ourselves whether or not their answer has been correct. So change it back to short, answer appears back again. Okay, so we'll just check that box where they type their answer to see if it matches exactly 10. Okay, we can change the theme because they'll all default to this kind of teal colour in the background. So there are an assortment of different colours. There's some picturey things, so whichever one you want. You might want to pick a different colour for each class. You might want to pick a different colour for each level, each topic. It really depends on how it is you want to do it. There's also a button there where you can preview it so you can see how it is they will see it. So if they look at it on a computer or if they look at it on their mobile, and you can have a look and see what happens with the branching. So again, if they click 6, they're finished. All right, and you can see from that that it hasn't taken them to the other question we added. The branching has worked.